All right, so around 1:30, we're going to just do this current conditions update and review the latest on Elsa because we're now under tropical storm warning. We have a couple of thunderstorms up in the Hudson Valley. They're probably going to be staying there. But big news, of course, is that we are now under a tropical storm warning and a flash flood warning as well. I think that's for this cell up here. But we're under a tropical storm warning, and this is all in effect for southern Nassau, eastern Suffolk. This is what we have, the latest. So when we look at this, rainfall amounts could be around 1 inch. There's uncertainty in the track, so they're not sure. It could be moderate flooding from heavy rain. Moderate flooding may occur. So, tornado situation is somewhat favorable for tornadoes, so it's possible we could see tornadoes as well with this. So that is something to also be concerned about here. This is the one for Nassau County. All right. So their peak wind forecast is below tropical storm force, at least for our area here in Nassau County. All right. But there is still the potential for wind to 39 to 57 miles an hour. The wind threat has remained nearly steady. All right. So these are the impacts here that we could have. All right. Storm surge threat. They say there's little to no threat of storm surge in Nassau County. So that's the good news. But the tornado situation is favorable. So there could be severe weather when this thing comes on through. All right. We're going to just go look at the, this is the other, we're going to go look at the satellite now. So let's go to that to get an idea. Let's just see Elsa approaching. It's loading very slowly, but you can clearly see there it is. And this thing still is a defined circulation. You can still make out as a tropical storm right here. So that's a pretty defined circulation right there that you have. We can also go to tropical tidbits and get some more satellite imagery of Elsa. All right. Which is still tropical storm, by the way. Let's load this up here so you can see here it is. Oh, it's all front loaded now with all the moisture in the front. All right. But Elsa is still very much tropical storm. And if we get the latest from the Hurricane Center, you will see here the latest public advisory has Elsa moving into North Carolina with heavy rains continuing. So it's located about 80 miles southwest of Raleigh. Maximum sustained winds of 45 miles an hour still. Minimum surface pressure 29.71 inches. Not going to go over too many details on this, but it is causing power outages in these areas. Some power outages. Actually, not too bad, so that's good. At least that impact is not too bad. All right. Let's go look at the current conditions outside right now. And we will just look at our current conditions. It's not too hot. Not too hot unless you're in Jersey, because it's much hotter there. Look at that. Still 89 at Lakehurst, 91 at Coyle Field. So they're still dealing with 90s, but here on Long Island, we're generally around 80 degrees on either side of 80 degrees here. It's still humid, though. Look at these dew points, well up into the 70s, so still very humid out there, but not as hot as yesterday. We do have, again, this tropical storm warning. This also affects the Jersey Shore, too. Jersey Shore areas. Again, much hotter there than here, unsurprisingly. If you were to look at underground, you'd probably see the same thing, of course. There's a huge difference between Jersey and here right now. You can clearly see the heat over Jersey, much more pronounced versus Long Island. And if you were to look at Ventus Sky, you'd see the same thing here. Probably showing up the same thing. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that heat over Jersey. So luckily it's staying over Jersey because of the south wind. It's staying over Jersey where it belongs. So I think that's going to wrap up. Like I said, it's just a brief. We'll do it a little bit later on this, but we do have flash flood watches and tropical storm warnings in effect through tomorrow. We'll just go to thewindy.com and I'll just see the latest on what this is doing with Elsa. So this is what the European thinks Elsa will do at 9 in the morning. So it does track it more east. That's the good news. So the worst of the wind would be on the east end, and not for us. But again, you still have that rain threat. You still have the possibility of tornadoes. Still the possibility it could be further west. So like in that track and we put the wind gusts in here, yeah, you see exactly the kind of wind gusts that are very close to us. And we'll actually wind up moving over the east end, perhaps. And we'll still have gusts, according to the European, around 40 miles an hour here. So still going to be some scattered power outages, more power outages maybe as you head east. That is going to be it, I think. We'll just look at Ventus Sky. Back to Ventus Sky again, because I want to just look at the thunderstorm cape levels, all right, as we're into today, because there could be a chance of a strong, maybe severe thunderstorm, but we've got to worry about tomorrow, because I think there could be, like I said, that the cape doesn't really show much cape with this, but again, when you have all this energy, let's do wind shear. Yeah, when you have all this wind shear around, this is what could possibly produce tornado. We see that happen when these tropical systems interact with land. So that will also have to be watched, but it's all going to happen in the morning tomorrow, and it's going to be a very quick hitter. It'll be out, but it'll leave its mark, that's for sure. More later. Take care, and thanks for watching.